guys, this is Richter with my top 5 anime list. So before I start, I'd like to mention that it was actually pretty tough for me to decide on my top 5, like out of the hundreds of anime that I've seen. So as Blue mentioned, in his top 5, this is purely my own opinion, and if you don't like what I have on my list, then simply don't watch. On the contrary, if you're an open-minded individual and like this video, then please do leave your own top 5 in the comment section below, like and subscribe. Now let's start off with number 5 on the list. This was the toughest for me to decide because it came down to about 4 or 5 different anime that could take this spot, but I decided to pick Higurashi, When They Cry. This is a horror anime, and I'd have to say the best horror anime I've seen. The story, in my opinion, is amazing and really gets you to think and come to your own conclusions. Yes, when you first come into the anime, it's going to be confusing and you're going to be like, okay, so what's going on? Because yeah, the story is kind of confusing at first, but don't let that scare you away. Stick to it, watch the entire anime, and while you're watching, the story will just come together and all the pieces will fit and it'll start to make sense. So honestly, don't get scared away, just keep watching the anime and you will love it. Many people will be deceived and see it as a mindless horror anime with an overabundance of gore and insanity. However, the anime has a very strong message about friendship portrayed throughout the story, believe it or not. Yes, there is gore, but it is justified, and it really adds to the anime because it delivers that impact to the viewers. This anime is definitely the ideal horror anime because it has all the scares, the insanity, the gore, and the downright creepy elements all nailed down, not to mention the gloomy atmosphere which complements what's happening in the story. Oh, and did I mention the OST is absolutely amazing? Nearly everything in this show, to the characters in the OST, pull you into the world and actually make you feel as if you're there. Honestly, I don't have any complaints about this anime, although yes, the art and animation may seem kind of flat. And I have heard those complaints, and yes, I do agree with that, but the story and characters make up for all that. Moving on to the 4th spot, we have Honey and Clover. So I was actually surprised to find out that Honey and Clover is based off the shoujo manga because the anime actually doesn't focus on romance that much, and I did not expect it to be shoujo at all. There is romance, but it's not like heavily implied. The entire anime mostly focuses on each individual and the problems they face throughout life, and how like the group of friends, how they grow apart and how they get over hardships together. The story basically begins with a boy named Takemoto lives in an apartment with his senior Mayama and Morita. The story basically centers around these group of friends, and you follow them through their years going to art school, and as I mentioned earlier, they go through hardships, problems together, and individually you see them grow as individuals as they reach that stage where they go on to adulthood. Every single character is well fleshed out, and you get to see all their lives and their individual problems that they face in life. So I really think this is an anime that anyone can relate to because these are common problems in life that everyone goes through from growing up to being an adult. Honestly, it's really tough for me to put my feelings towards Honey and Clover into words. All I gotta say is it's truly a masterpiece and should be experienced firsthand by any anime fan. If you like slice of life especially, then definitely check this anime out. You will utterly love it. In my opinion, it's the best slice of life anime I have seen. Alright, so in number 3 we have Gintama. Now I'm sure everyone watching this video has at least heard this anime once or has been recommended to watch it by someone. Seeing all the hype like me, you decide to give it a try. So now you could be paired up into one of the 2 categories. A, like me, you enjoyed the shit out of the anime, or B, you didn't see the charm in the first few episodes and ended up dropping it. Up until now, I've gotten 2 people to watch this anime, and they both ended up in the latter category. Why, you ask? I asked them the same question and they told me the anime was indeed funny, but that's it. It didn't really hook them. There's nothing else to it. I call bullshit, and let me explain why. Gintama is an anime that has everything in it. Laughs, tears, epic moments, epic fights, and finally epic characters, all mixed into 200 plus episodes of amazing arcs. However, in order for one to experience all these things, you have to get through the first 30 or something episodes of Gintama before it reaches the first major arc. And in order to do that, you have to accept Gintama for what it is. It's a comedy and a huge troll anime revolving around gags, parodies, and toilet jokes. This wasn't a problem for me because I loved Gintama from episode 1 to episode 257. I enjoyed the jokes, the parodies, and everything about it, and I just lost myself in the anime until next thing I knew, shit got serious. And let me tell you, when things get serious in Gintama, they get downright fucking serious to the point that they end up creating one of the best arcs I've seen in anime. Gintama also does have an overarching story seen through the anime with a couple of main villains that appear time and time again. All in all, I highly recommend this for any comedy anime fan, and they will definitely blow through this anime in no time like myself. And if you're not a big fan of comedy, then I recommend to at least try Gintama, cause who knows, if anything you might fall for the characters or the awesome battle scenes and the major story arcs. On the side note, Gintama is getting a new season in April of 2015, so for those who give a shit, look forward to that, cause I'm hyped. In number 2 spot we have Mushi-shi, a hugely underrated series, and it really needs more attention than it's being given. Mushi-shi is one of those anime where you can pick out any episode in the entire anime and watch it from start to finish and enjoy the hell out of it. From this you may be able to tell that it's episodic. However, the anime does delve into the main character Ginko. Now let me just give a rundown on the main story. So Mushi-shi basically is about a traveler named Ginko who travels from town to town, coming across strange cases associated with mushis. So now you're probably wondering, what are mushis? Mushi are the closest to things like spirits or ghosts, but they can also be considered something close to insects and other creatures, since the humans actually have to learn to live alongside them. Of course there are bad mushi as well, and that's where Ginko comes in. Every episode is episodic, and Ginko is seen traveling to different locations and helping people in need who are victims of the mushi. Honestly, this is the most laid-back anime I have ever seen. It's really a treat to watch Mushi-shi after a long day, and the amazing opening makes it all the more better and sets the mood. When you watch this anime, you will be captivated beyond words and be swallowed into another world. I say this because this anime has very thick atmosphere in which when you're watching it, you really feel like you're there. As I had mentioned with Higurashi, but this anime has a much stronger atmosphere that'll pull you in, and you'd never want to leave. The execution of this show is just simply beautiful and truly a masterpiece. I highly recommend it for anyone. And once again, the OST just blowed me away. If you're looking for battles, look somewhere else. But if you have an open mind and you can accept anime for what it is, then please check out Mushi-shi. You will not regret it. Thank me later. Finally, for number 1 place we have One Piece. I really couldn't find any other anime that could fit the number 1 spot, so I had to pick One Piece. Nonetheless, I'm not saying that the spot is unjustified. I believe it does deserve the first spot, and I already said what I wanted to in our collaboration review of One Piece, but let me just repeat this again. One Piece truly is the most amazing adventure you will witness in an anime world in general. I have seen a lot of shonen anime and nothing can compare to what One Piece does. The characters, story, and everything is nailed down perfectly, and honestly I can't think of any other complaints other than the fact that the anime is dragged out too much, and not to mention the filler episodes. But these are common problems seen in any other shonen anime as well, such as Naruto, Bleach, and Fairy Tail. I really recommend this anime to anyone, and please don't let stupid things such as the art or the fact that it's kind of slow at the beginning turn you away. Stick to it and keep watching, and you will definitely come to love it. At any rate, that is my top 5, and this is Richter signing off. I'll see you guys in my next top 5 video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.